Guys, let's get to the fun stuff. I promise it's getting there closer and closer and closer, but we do have to establish that super solid foundation and infrastructure so that we can build up and actually go to create amazing ads, understanding kind of all of the pieces of the puzzle before we kind of try to piece things together, because it's just going to be so much easier if we do it this way. So let's talk about the ad life cycle. Right? So nothing draws a crowd quite like a crowd. I've always thought that this was an amazing quote from P.T. Barnum, and this exact mentality and quote holds so true in modern day advertising, especially on Facebook, right? And so the ad life cycle is get social proof on your ads in the form of likes, comments, and shares to generate attention for your ad, right? If people see an advertisement on Facebook and it has 1 like or 0 likes or no social proof at all, no comments, nothing, they're gonna think to themselves like, what's wrong with that? I probably shouldn't even pay attention to it. And we do this subconsciously. I do it, you do it, whether or not you realize it. People that see incredibly popular ads or things that have been shared thousands of times or have a ton of comments or 10,000 likes or something crazy like that, you're going to stop and take a second look, because if other people are interested in this, you're thinking to yourself, even subconsciously, wow, like so many people are interested in that. What is this? I got to see it for myself. Like if you're walking down the street and you see one person staring up at the sky, you might not look. But if you see 5 people staring up at the sky, you're probably going to look. What are they looking at, right? You're curious. You're curious what these other people are interested in. And we're going to take advantage of that in our own advertisements. We're going to take advantage of the fact that people are attracted by other people's interests, right? Nothing draws a crowd quite like a crowd. And so the first thing that we're going to do is get social proof on our ads. Right? Offer something for free to get people into your ecosystem in the form of a lead magnet. We talked about that, right? And then once we actually kind of do that, we're going to leverage the power of the Facebook pixel once we're able to identify who visits our page, right? And so it's super important to kind of understand the logic of Facebook ads and the life cycle to be most efficient. And so the first thing that we're going to do, guys, is get social proof. So once we get social proof, then people are going to be interested in our ad and we're going to drive traffic to our website. And then once we've driven traffic to our website and we have pixel data, then we're going to actually start to convert those people using the unbelievable power of Facebook's information, Facebook's private information, to actually run what's called conversion campaigns, which, shows our ad only to people who have proven through their browsing history on Facebook to be most likely to actually convert and purchase offers, guys. So how do we actually do this? Step 1, we are going to generate social proof. So we are in the ads manager right now of Business Manager. These are marketing objectives, right? We went through this really quickly in the previous module. In this module, we're gonna go through every single one of these and when to use them in the best scenario, right? We're gonna talk about what to use lead generation for example. We're gonna talk about the best way to use brand awareness, what it converts on, how to make the best use of it to give you the most results for the cheapest price. But for right now, we're gonna talk about step 1 of how to generate social proof for our advertisements themselves, right? And so we're gonna do engagement. So what engagement is, get more people to see and engage with your post or page. Engagement can include comments, shares, likes, and event responses and offer claims, right? And so what we're interested in, and what a lot of people call this, is PPEs, right? So page post engagements. And so we're gonna call this one, if we were gonna make this ad, we'd call it social proof for corgi t-shirts or something like that, right? And we're not actually going to go ahead and make the ads during this module. The point of this module is to kind of introduce when to use each marketing objective, kind of some hacks and tips and tricks that I've figured out kind of that make each of these so much more valuable, as in for every dollar you spend, you're going to get significantly more results for that dollar, right? But this is something that we'd call it, we'd choose a PPE, post engagement, because the point of this, the first step in the ad lifecycle, is the only thing it is to get social proof on our advertisement. And every time I say social proof, guys, I mean likes, comments, shares, right? Activity on our ads that's gonna make other people stop and say, okay, wait, all these other people are interested, maybe I should be interested too. And it just works, guys, just trust me. I've done this a million times. So we're gonna choose post engagement. And then the next step, guys, once we kind of get some engagement on our advertisements, and we're gonna go through exactly how to do this, right? We're gonna set up a post engagement ad. We're gonna show you how to use the post engagement hacks that I figured out to get pennies on the dollar engagement that nobody else is doing, that we use in all of our advertising campaigns. Basically what we do, guys, and we're going to go through this very in depth in the modules. We're actually going to create a ton of different example ads. What we do is we target people in much cheaper cost of living countries, right? Developing countries. And there's a few really specific countries that are so cheap to get post engagement, because the beautiful thing is, guys, people don't care where your engagement's coming from. They're not looking at who's liking it. They're not looking at who's commenting on it. They're not looking at who's sharing it. All they care about and all you need is for the post itself to have engagement. So we're going to show you how to target super, super cheap countries to get very, very high engagement for literally pennies on the dollar, and then use that same engagement to actually target your real customers in the United States, in the UK, wherever you're actually targeting people. So once we run the PPE ad engagement, the next step is we're going to run what's called a traffic campaign. And so traffic campaigns basically are to send more people to a destination on or off Facebook, such as a website, app, or messenger conversation. So traffic is kind of one of the most robust marketing objectives. You can literally use it to send traffic anywhere you want, to a website, to pretty much anywhere. And so once we actually start to run some traffic, what that is going to do, even if we have a brand new website, is it's going to get us some pixel information. Because remember, every time we drive traffic to our website, our pixel's saying, oh, okay, I recognize that person from Facebook, and now I'm going to let you target that exact person using the pixel, right? And so every time we drive more and more traffic, our pixel gets smarter and smarter and smarter, and starts to collect more and more people who've visited our website that we can then retarget with very, very specific ads on Facebook. And that is the beauty of the pixel. So once we drive some traffic, guys, what we're going to then do is what's called a conversion campaign. So first we get engagement, we build up social proof, then we drive traffic to get our pixel some information, right? And driving traffic is so much easier after you already have some social proof on your ad. And then once we drive traffic, guys, we're going to run what's called a conversion campaign. So conversion campaigns get people to take valuable actions on your website, in your app, or in Messenger, such as adding payment information or making a purchase. Use the Facebook Pixel or app events to track and measure conversions. So what this means, guys, is once we have people who actually visit our website, and our pixel is getting smarter and smarter by having more and more people kind of that it's saying, okay, that person visited, that person visited, that person visited. Once we have 100 people who visit our website, or 1,000 people who visit our website, or we have 100 purchases, right? These are what is called pixel events. So if we have 100 people who end up purchasing a product from our website, then we can run what's called a conversion campaign on purchases. So if we have 100 people out there in the world somewhere, right, they have similarities. Maybe 70 of them are men who are 25 through 34, right? And so if we have 100 people who purchase, and then we run a conversion campaign optimized for purchases, Facebook is going to say, okay, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to find as many people as I can who are as similar as possible to the 100 people who purchased from our website. And it is unbelievably good at finding people who have proven through their Facebook browsing history and their activity on the Facebook app that they are more likely than the general population to actually convert and purchase on advertisements, right? And so Facebook is only going to show your ad to people who are very likely and very similar to people who have already purchased, right? So this is the most expensive advertising campaign type, right? One of the most expensive, because it's putting your advertisement in front of people who purchase, right? But that is the point of Facebook ads, right? To purchase. And the longer you run conversion campaigns and the more pixel data you get from traffic, the smarter that your conversion campaigns get and the lower your cost gets, guys. So that is the ad life cycle. Social proof, get people to the website to make the pixel smarter, and then capitalize on that data from the pixel to find people who are likely to convert and purchase, guys. So it's an iterative process. It gets smarter and smarter and smarter, and that is the beauty of the Ninja ad life cycle. So I hope you enjoyed that one, guys, and let's get to the next.